joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Florida State's offense will start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them.
Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They're working that left side. At the 45 on his way. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. It's on target and complete. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They're not just using the running back as check down Charlie in the passing game. They're getting him downfield.
Right, and take my matchups I like. You're going to play man-to-man. Who are you going to put on the running back? You want to put a linebacker on him? I like my chances, even with safeties. Those guys, listen, they aren't as great as corners in covering, so I like finding matchups and exploiting them.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's got it and still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Boston College's offense will take the field for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience with his quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
To the air, it's Gore. Fakes to grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Boston College will send out the punt team. They'll have Makes the catch at the 35. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Has to throw this off his back foot. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Quarterback stands alone. All wide receivers. Wants to go up top. This time he's got his man. Offense on the move. Big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield is Wiley. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Scanning the field, it's Gore. Fires to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can hit the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth down.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And, boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
And it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Got some room in under the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles!
Man, these ball carriers also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. Oh, he's got a chance. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Now on second down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, can these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here comes the offense on second down. To the air, it's Gore. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. He lofts one down the sideline. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Noles have it with a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Back's got it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll try to pass their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'd love to make this short field pay off. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida State. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball?
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Got room on the return. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. Zings it complete to the right. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The offense will quickly use the timeout.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Hauls it in. He's not going to make it to the sticks. And what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns and 21 points. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The give to the lone running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Golden Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Gore. There's the pressure. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asked to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Finds his tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. And the Golden Eagles are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Finds a man all alone. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his big tight end. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? And they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Boston College will try to get it in on a 1st and goal. Defense looks like they're coming. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida.
There he goes. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They're going to ride this running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting out the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
And the Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Noles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He'll go to the sneak. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
4th and 1. I think everybody in the stadium knew what was coming. It was going to be QB sneak, trying to get some push. Quarterback, see if you can find a crease, pick up the first, keep the drive alive.
And the Seminoles started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Noles! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. back to throw. It's Gore. He's got him. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Golden Eagles want to crank the tempo.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you're trying to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
All right, offensively, you're not having a lot of success right now running this thing to the perimeter. The defense was there. They were ready for that. You made one guy miss. They still got you for a TFL. You might have to think about getting back to running between the tackles.
Turning it on! And that's a live ball. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad play at a bad time.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Back to throw, it's Gore. Finds the tight end. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They